Hi everyone, my name is Jason Lang and I'm a program coordinator for the Iowa STEM Teacher Externships program. Our program operates under the umbrella of the Iowa Governor's STEM Advisory Council. I'm here to tell you a little bit about our externship program, its history, our goals, and share some of the examples and experiences of our Iowa STEM Teacher Externs. Before I launch specifically into our program, I wanted to share a couple of reasons for the emphasis on STEM education in the state of Iowa that relate to our program. As you can see, STEM careers have been in high demand over time and will continue to do so. Not only is the demand present, but it is clear that STEM careers offer the opportunity for increased lifetime earning potential. With these facts in mind, a question emerged. How do we get this knowledge out to the young people of Iowa? One of the answers became real-world externships, launched in 2009 and has now become the Iowa STEM Teacher Externship program. While the goals of STEM career awareness and knowledge were always present, we framed the program around the classic student question, when am I ever going to use this? We began the program with state funding and extern host support. After the first year, various grants, including a $1.2 million grant from the National Science Foundation, propelled us from just 10 teachers in year 1 to 50 teachers in year 3, and we had our largest number of teacher externs in 2019, with 83 teachers participating in the program. To date, we have facilitated 697 externships with the help of 203 hosts found around the state of Iowa. So what is an externship? An externship is a 6-week experience over the summer in which math, science, and technology education teachers become part of a STEM workplace team. In general, we ask extern hosts to think of how a teacher can work on projects and problems that the host itself can never seem to get a start on, or just needs a set of outside eyes to look at the situation in a different way in order to move things forward. The end result of the experience is a teacher with firsthand knowledge of how the STEM organization functions and what knowledge and skills students would need to have to be the type of employees our extern hosts are looking for. For their efforts, our program awards teachers with a $5,000 stipend and 3 graduate credits through the University of Northern Iowa. As our program continues, we are always seeking to build connections. Connections between schools, STEM organizations, business, and industry. Connections between teachers via discussion boards and video conferencing over the course of the externship experience. And finally, a connection to the students of Iowa through a project or problem-based learning unit that our teachers create. These units are a formal way to bring the externship experience back into the classroom because they are centered around workplace knowledge and skills and ask extern hosts to participate in student learning through either guidance or evaluation of the project or problem students work on. So at this time, let's take a look at some examples of teacher externships that took place during the summer of 2021. I encourage you to hit pause at the beginning of each profile and read the full description of what the teacher did at each externship host site. Haley was an extern at Corteva Agriscience, and one of the important ideas that was strengthened in her experience was the value of collaborative learning and the need to function as a team. Her experience within the soybean genome engineering lab has given her direct evidence of what skills students would need to function in any team environment. Aaron's experience at the Neil Smith National Wildlife Refuge was incredibly valuable for the host in helping them better align their services to the needs of schools. As Aaron learned more about how the refuge functioned, it became apparent that workplace or 21st century skills can begin to be modeled in the elementary classroom through authentic outdoor experiences. This partnership is going to lead to students planting pollinator and prairie strips in the neighborhoods around Aaron's elementary school. Rashna's business students are going to create a business from scratch, develop the documents needed for the business, and learn different document management technologies that can be used. The support team administrator and IT specialist from White's are going to provide support during the project via video conferencing and visit the class when projects are completed. This summer was Jacob's second year with Kemen, and his previous skills allowed him to jump right back into projects he worked on the previous summer. In this second summer, he was reminded of the importance of soft skills and the need to incorporate them into his teaching. He also had the opportunity to learn more about other divisions that make up Kemen, allowing him to see more and more possible careers his students could learn about. As we turn to Matt's experience, I would invite you to pause and read the final reflection he shared on our discussion board. While his experience may seem extraordinary, this is a fairly common takeaway for many of our teachers. The opportunity to apply their skills in a new setting is gratifying and empowering. What isn't included on this slide is Matt's newfound determination to place students in similar situations so they too can learn and experience what he did. My final thoughts turn to what we have learned over time. Survey data has indicated that our teachers are having a positive impact at their host sites in various ways. In some cases, that translated into a substantial monetary value, and also includes the fact that 2 teachers now have their names on patents because of the contributions to projects they worked on. Our teachers leave the experience indicating that the externships will help them in the classroom, either through a greater willingness to teach differently, utilize project or problem-based learning, or advise students about STEM job opportunities. Thanks so much for taking the time to learn about the Iowa STEM Teacher Externship program. If you have further questions, please visit our website or feel free to email us with more specific questions. I hope what you have heard inspires you to try something similar in your part of the world. So best wishes to you from the great state of Iowa.